What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'll be sharing you guys staff and wand damage over time, PvP tips and tricks, as well as gameplay. A couple of days ago, I made a staff and wand build guide, which is focused on dot damage as well as healing, and I got blown away by the reception that I'm getting. I just want to tell you guys that I really appreciate you all. I'll be leaving this build guide link in the description below, which I've used to create this PvP gameplay video. So now let's get straight into the video. So before we start from the previous build video that I've made, you guys don't have to follow exactly what skills that I've used. It depends on the situations. For example, for mass PvP or AoE, you can replace one of the skills. For example, I like to replace the Decaying Touch with perhaps Chain Thunder or Frenzied Lightning Wave. For small scale PvP, for example, you can use Sleep as it'll provide CC or crowd control, which won't break from your dots. Also, if you want to have more mana or you're still gearing up, Inner Peace is highly recommended and it's one of my favorite spells. Alright, for PvP Arena combo, I've tested it with multiple groups and I found out that you'll have a higher success chance of winning if you have other two Sword and Shield players, as they'll be really tanky and you pretty much can shield and heal them as well as yourself effectively. Another good combo is at least have one Sword and Shield plus another high burst DPS. It could be Dagger, Staff, Greatsword, preferably Dagger and Staff, which will help you kill your targets faster. So at least you just have to babysit one person while you and the tank can pretty much sustain most of the damage. Alright, so I'm gonna start with how to keep yourself up if you're being bursted. Usually I put a Fountain of Life below your feet and cast Invincible Barrier and then just spam heals. As you can see, I can survive most of the damage and the opponent decided to switch targets, which you can easily use your abilities once they're off cooldown to keep your teammates alive. Also, you have Clay's Salvation. You can use this as a backup AoE heals when you have all of your other healing abilities on cooldown. As you can see from the stats here, if you're playing this build, you'll be dealing massive amount of healing as well as decent damage. I think I've done up to 30k plus ones in a match while doing an absurd amount of healing. So I thought I just wanted to share this with you guys. Alright, for the opening rotation, usually I like to use High Focus to burst, an Invincible Barrier to shield up my teammates and also myself. Then you want to use your highest burst damage abilities first, like Judgment Lightning, Twist of Explosion, Infernal Fire Wave, and then you can use Serial Fire Bombs 3 times, as it has a little bit slow animation on the waving of the fireball as well as the projectile. You can even cast your dots abilities first before casting fireball. That would be highly recommended as well. Alright, for the next part is when you're free, when you're not doing any damage or heals, you can cast Time for Punishment as well as Touch of Despair. You want to make sure that the pressure is on and you're always keeping your teammates up. Otherwise, the pressure will be tilted against you and you'll be left behind. So while you have the chance, cast these two dot abilities. If you're using the Decaying Touch instead of Inner Peace, you can toss that skill as well. Alright, now I'll be leaving you guys with all the PvP arena gameplay using staff, wand, build. Alright, just a small tip for saving your teammate. If one of them is low on health, you're gonna be spamming your swift heals first. As you can see here, I don't have it on cooldown, so I'm gonna pop the Invincible Barrier just to increase his defense mitigation. Then you can use whatever you have, like Inner Focus, Clay Salvation. You also want to consider putting that Fountain of Life underneath their feet. If you're on comms, it's easier to just say, okay, stop, don't move, there's a Fountain of Life underneath you. But if you're playing in a random group like I did here, it's gonna be a little bit harder. You have to wait until they're engaging in battle when your teammates actually stop moving to put that thing down, and then spam swift heals as soon as they're back up. And while all of your healing abilities are on cooldown, you want to make sure to be doing damage to the enemies just to keep that pressure up. Otherwise, you'll be left way behind, which you don't want to let that happen. So hope this video is helpful. This is your regular adventurer Kasum. Thank you for watching. Peace out.